channel. So let's recap today's trades. I made 2 trades, Tesla and SQQQ. I just want to show you year to date on the Fidelity Active Trader program. Right now we are up $17,475 on the year. Today we made a total of $592. I made $562 on Tesla, and I definitely sold way too early because this could have been a $6,000 gain instead of a $562 gain, but we'll break that down soon. And then SQQQ, I traded at the end of the day and made $30. So let's just go through it. Let's go through the Tesla trade because I think there's a good amount that you can learn from this, and I want to show you what I was doing so you can see that, maybe you'll learn something from this video. So let me just bring up Tesla real quick so you can see it. On the bottom here, the bottom left, you can see I bought 1,128 shares at 168.62 at 10.19. And I bought the low, and I got to learn how to hold because I have amazing entries lately that would pay off, but I'm just not I'm not holding. That's the problem. So this is where I bought right in here. Let's look at 10.19. You can see it on the top left. I literally bought the bottom of the day right here. And I'm going to use Webull just to show you. But I bought here at 10.19 and I only held for 2 minutes. You can see 10.19.30, 10.21.07, and I sold 50 cents up. So I bought right here at 10.19 and I sold right here. Whereas I could have just held this position all day. But I just want to show you on Webull because it looks a lot cleaner. So let's make this bigger so everybody can see. But let's go to the 1 day. And I'm going to show you why I entered at 10.17, at 10.18, at around 168, 0.6 of where I bought right in this. I bought in this candle right here, right there. So I went back to the 5 day, and I said to myself, where are points of consolidation? And it was just clear as day that 168 was the level to buy. So I gave it a little bit extra. But all I did was go back to the 2 days. So as you can see, you see where my arrow's moving? Right here, you can see on the bottom where it shows April 11th. I just went back 1 week and then looked here, April 8th. There's consolidation in this area. And there's consolidation right here. But it wasn't just that. It's right here it failed as well. So let me just highlight the areas that you can see. I want you to see right there, there was consolidation. So right there, I'm like, okay, that's a level I could see. I could see right here, it hit this topping tail and then sold off down here. Let me just show you. So right here, support. It was support, broke through, retested it, failed, went back up, and then blasted up. And then there's one more spot right here, right in this area. So zooming out now. I love Webull. It's so much easier to do the videos like this. But just clicking on the 5 day, you can see, look where the bounce was. And this is exactly how I trade. Just looking at where the previous support was, the consolidation. So you had support here, rejected here, support here. Where do you think it's going to bounce? Your best odds are to take a chance in this range. Because if it breaks this 168, it's going to sell back down to 165. You can make a clear stop loss below 168, and then buy again at 165. So that's what I was looking for when I made that trade. And this was on the daily right here. So I had this box already mapped out. And when it went in this area, I was looking to make my entry. Now, I feel like I'm getting better at predicting, where potential supports could be. And because we're in a bull market, I can use this to my advantage in thinking that we can get some bounces off this. But I was very patient just letting it sell off all this morning from all the way up to 10.18, and I bought the low. And it's not just about the RSI, because if you were to buy the RSI right here, look, the RSI, if you look at these levels, it's super low. Like it's been at 38, 35, 40. It was as low as 29 here. They were bad entries buying at 170 because once it broke, it went all the way down to 168 and then it retested that level at 170 once it finally got to this yellow line, which is the VWAP. And you need to have VWAP on your screen because if it's trading way below VWAP, it's going to be more bearish. And then once it broke through VWAP and then confirmed VWAP, that was it. It was off to the races. It just never came back. And it just went up and up and up and up and up. So this could have been a monster trade. Yeah, I let it go way too soon, but It's when you're trading, and other traders will agree with this, when you're trading with large share size, it's hard to hold a position, especially when it's up and you're winning. Maybe next time I'll go heavy, sell most of my shares, but hold 200 shares and let that sit for the day, thinking I got the bottom. Because in my head, I was thinking we pulled back from 174. I'm buying 6 points off the low, 174 all the way down to 168. I mean, that's 3% pullback in less than 35 minutes. So I got to keep that into perspective as well. So try not to trade the news. I try to just go off of what the chart is doing and looking at the previous support levels. And it was clear as day here. So now we'll see. Tomorrow's going to be interesting. There's a potential another opportunity here at the 170 because you can see that there is consolidation here. And then once it broke through here, it was off to the races up to 175 again. So we'll see what it decides to do. But Tesla's very close to its earnings. So you just have to be wary of that. I just want to show QQQ real quick because I took a trade on QQQ, and I'll tell you why. So when I go to let me move this over. You can see on the bottom left of the screen that I took a position SQQQ of 967 shares. That's a $10,000 position. I bought at 10.34. I held it for a while. I held this almost all day. So for an hour, and for me that's all day, an hour and 20 minutes. I bought it at 2:40 in the afternoon and sold at 3:59. I closed the position because I didn't want to hold it overnight. So let's just look at 2:40 where I bought that. So I bought QQQ at 2:40. So let's just go to the 1 day. And it was 2:40 in the afternoon. So I bought right up here. This is where I bought. This is my entry. Right there exactly. This guy right here. This is the reason I bought this was it was 446 right at the top. And I decided to hold it. And I wanted to see, buying the whole dollar, if we can get a sell-off from 446. Wrong thing. If we can get a sell-off from 446. Hold on, let me just bring up the rectangle so you can see. Right up here. I thought we were going to get a pullback all the way back down to test this level at 443. That was my thought process. And the reason I thought that, when I go back on the 1 month chart, this is what we're looking at. I was thinking we have so much resistance just going like here. I was marking off these highs right there, right there, right there. I was thinking right here, it's just going to reject down and start selling off because you have clear resistance. Using this horizontal line, you can see it. All resistance, all tops where QQQ is getting rejected. So in my head, I'm thinking this is a point of rejection. I mean, tomorrow I'm going to go back in and buy. If QQQ gets to 447, I'm going to buy it. So I know I was buying a little bit early at 446, but I was thinking whole dollar entry, 446, start rejecting, which it started to do, but now it's kind of holding. So I'm not sure what it's going to do here. So that's why I said, let me empty the position. I'll take a look at it. But if you look at SQQQ, let's just go to that real quick so you can see where my entry was. But you have to look at QQQ if you're going to trade this. I mean, it's a massive sell-off. But so looking at it, it was down 5% on the day. So that means QQQ is up 2% because it's 3x leverage, whatever it is. So it was down this much. But there's my entry at 240 right here, like right at the bottom. And I decided to hold it. And I was going to take the gains up here at 1041. And I'm like, what am I going to do? Make $50, $60? I could have did that. That probably would have made sense. And then I could have just rebought anyway at the same entry of 10.34. But it just consolidated in this area the whole day. And I just couldn't hold on to it. So right before the bell, right before close here, I just sold at this candle at 10.59 just to get rid of it and make a couple dollars. Not terrible, but I didn't want to hold on to it for that reason. So that's my trades for the day. I just wanted to show you. We're definitely watching Tesla tomorrow. I'm looking for SQQQ tomorrow. I think there are potential opportunities to short this market, but we just have to be careful. You have to wait for clear areas of resistance. And for me, I believe that is right up here. It is worth taking a stab at the 447 level because it is right there. So we'll see how it does. But let's see. If the pre-market tomorrow opens up about 447, then it might be bullish for the day. But I just want to break down my trades and show you what I did so far. So we're doing good year to date. Very transparent with you guys. Please leave a comment, subscribe, and let me know how your trading's going.